Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Stout. For today's exercise, I will be doing the motivational model. I will be dealing with a child or a teenager who is going through some really bad family issues and some trauma, and they are experimenting with drugs and alcohol in order to deal with all those issues. And as of recent, they've been blacking out a lot, and so someone brought them to see me. I don't have a partner, so it's just going to be a little awkward role playing because I'm just going to kind of discuss what I would say in a lot of the situations and fill in the blanks of to what the client would say because there's a lot of different ways these things could go. So I'd start out the session by saying something like, so I think you know why we're here today, and I know that there's a lot of things going on at your home that are causing you some distress. I can see that through the way you're responding. And the skills I'll be showing you today are asking permission, eliciting talking, reflective listening, normalizing, affirmation, self-efficacy, and summaries. So I probably start after the opening and do the asking permission and say, is it okay today if we discuss your drug and alcohol use? It's been brought to my attention. I'm sure it's been brought to yours. Do you think that'd be something that we could talk about? Obviously, the client would respond. And then I would ask some questions in order to elicit some talking, like things like, what changes when you take drugs and alcohol? How is your mood and behavior affected? What are you hoping that these things do for you? What change do you want to happen? What change do you want to happen in your home life in general? Do the taking drugs and drinking alcohol help with these things? And do you think that there's a better way maybe we could work towards these things happening, maybe in a healthier type of manner? I would use reflective listening, and after the client gives me the answers to these questions, I say things like, so what you're saying to me is that by taking drugs and alcohol, you're temporarily able to forget about what's going on at home. And you are temporarily a little bit not as concerned, or you feel distanced from it when you do these things. What you're saying to me is that you would love to be able to discuss these things with your family because you do care, but you don't know how. And what you're saying to me is that these things make it easier for you to feel better and it's an escape for you. I'd start the normalizing with saying a lot of families have their problems. Everybody has something that they're going through. You're not the only one that has struggles in life. And definitely a lot of kids experiment with drugs and alcohol in their teenage years, and that's not unheard of. It's curious, and you're curious, and I understand that, and you have a lot of things going on. So, just making them feel as though these behaviors are normal in a sense. Affirmations, I would say things like, I'm really glad that you told the school counselor that you were struggling and blacking out and that you knew it wasn't healthy. And you showed a lot of maturity in recognizing that these types of behaviors aren't going to solve your problems. It was super strong, and it was really great of you to recognize that this could be turning into a problem and that you're not actually facing what's really going on. And it shows a lot of strength and growth to tell somebody that your family's having some problems. Um, Self-efficacy, I would say things like, because you were able to go and tell somebody, I know that you really care and I know that it's really bothering you. Um, I can tell that you want things to get better at home and that you've been taking this really personally and you really just want to talk to somebody. I can tell that you've been trying to reach out to your parents and you can't seem to be doing that. And I can tell that it's really hurting you to deal with things this way, but you really don't know what else to do. And then I would probably summarize a session and say something like, it sounds like over the past few months, you were really starting to realize that drugs and alcohol weren't helping you the way you thought they could, and that you've really started to notice that it's not healthy and that you're having a problem with it all. And that you started to believe that it's time for a better solution and that you are willing to engage in a conversation and want to change things. And I think that's really strong and really mature of you. And then we probably close our session off by saying something like, we'll set up a time for next time. And I really think that there are some things you need to work on and we can make lists and that can be a project. All right, well, thanks, guys.